Hello, my name is Cedric Ballard.
And I'm Kimberly Ballard.
And we're hosting our new show, Intentional Tuesday, every Tuesday night from 7 to 8 p.m. on It's All Gospel internet radio station.
Yes, so please be sure to tell your friends and your families to tune in every Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m.
Listen, you better be ready because it's on.
It's on.
It's All Gospel. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Pray you having an amazing Tuesday so far. My name is Cedric Ballard.
And I am Kimberly Ballard.
Well, this is another episode of Intentional Tuesday. Intentional Tuesday. I am thankful that we are here one more time. I want to know who's coming on. So as you come on, please hit the like button, the heart button, hit the share button. Please, if you're on YouTube, hit the bell and the subscribe button. We want to connect with you and stay connected with you because we truly, truly value our connection, our time with you. So please, y'all, I'm going to give you a few moments to get on. And go ahead and make sure you hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, share, all those amazing things. So we can know that you're on. And comment, say hello, speak to us. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, all that.
What's up to my TikTok family? They are new to Intentional Tuesday, so we want to welcome them as well.
Welcome.
I don't know why you do my TikTok family like that. I really don't know why.
Okay.
I really don't.
Do you all know that it's almost the middle of the year? The middle of the year. We are already in May. We're almost to the middle of the year. And for us that are in Houston, Texas, that means summertime.
Heat, hot, sweaty, sinus allergy issues. What else? Traffic.
Yeah. It's a lot going to be going on.
That's a lot.
It's a lot happening. So yeah, it's going to be a situation where I just hope and pray y'all
make it through.
Those of you that are on the East Coast, up north, Midwest, who have a little cool breeze coming through there every now and then, y'all just pray for those of us that are down south and pray our strength. We're going to need it. Those of you on the West Coast, like my daughters are in San Diego, you know, it gets hot, but it's a nice little breeze by the water and all that kind of stuff. So, it's just one of those deals where, you get to enjoy the weather. The only thing I always tell people this: Houston, Texas is a phenomenal city to live in. Great city to live in. Great place to raise a family. But if you have any issues with hot weather,
you don't want to come here.
You don't want to come.
No, this is humid, hot.
You don't want to even deal with this.
Humidity.
Yeah, it gets real serious. So with that being said, I'm telling y'all now, man.
And what's crazy is people who live in Houston still has not adjusted to the heat.
No, there is no adjusting to humidity and something that is 99 degrees and, but it feels like it's 108. There's no getting used to that at all. So, yeah, I mean, it's bad.
Electric bill goes up.
Yeah. Well, praise God, because I'm praying for moderate to low energy bills this summer.
All right.
That's right. Because I'm turning that booger off after a certain amount of time.
So if I come asking someone, can I come spend a night?
So
because it's too hot in my house.
I got cell phone hours for my air. It's free after 9 o'clock. So,
you really do.
So after 9 o'clock, this book can just
run. It's unlimited.
I mean, you can run that book all the way up if you want to.
It's
unlimited. But before 9 p.m., I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know what to tell you. So Anyway, I pray that you had a great week so far. I know it's just Tuesday, but I pray that your week has already started off to be amazing. We are praying also that you've had a great summer, not summer, I'm sorry, 2024, meaning your 2024, everything that you prayed for, everything that you have talked to God about what you want to do, all those type of things. I pray that those things are happening for
Yes.
you, with you, through you. I really believe that God wants to do some amazing things through you on this year. We talked about it at the beginning of January, how God is going to truly, truly bless you, work through you, because this time you're doing it in the power of God.
Yes.
And so I truly believe that this is the year that God truly answers some of your prayers. People who have been on hold, people who have been waiting for their season, waiting for their moment, waiting for their opportunity. The worst thing to do is to know that you've had opportunities that have come your way and you were not prepared, or mentally you just gave out and quit, not even realizing that God had a plan just for you. It was in store for you. It was on the way.
Yes.
You just didn't have the perseverance and was willing to wait
Patience.
and have the patience to do it.
Yes.
So for those of you who are still believing God, I just believe that this is your year, yours. That's right.
And it's gonna happen.
Yeah. And I know you've been faithful in making sure that you celebrate others, congratulate others, love on others, and all those great things. But this is your season where in the midnight hour, I know some of your prayers were, when is it going to be my time?
My turn.
That's real.
Yeah.
And God is not intimidated by that response. He does not get intimidated by the fact that you want your season to come too.
Exactly.
Yes, I've clapped my hands, I've applauded others, I've done all that for everybody else.
Yes.
But when it is my time, I know that sometimes people want to make that seem selfish, self-centered, all those type of things. But the truth is, there is a season for you too.
Exactly.
You won't always be the one that's congratulating others.
Okay.
You can be the one that's being congratulated also. I just believe that this season is a season where, because you're doing it in the power of God, God has the ability to bless you and open doors that you feel like you've been knocking on for years.
Ooh.
So
Yes.
I believe it is so. I hope you receive that. And if you do, then I just expect great testimonies about what God is doing in your life, in your family's life, in your business, on your job. I sense that there are a lot of people that are watching today that really do believe that the best is yet to come, and that yet to come is sooner than later.
Come on.
I believe that.
Come
I believe
on.
that. So, as we go into our Intentional Tuesday, for some of you who may have never been or never experienced an episode of Intentional Tuesday is just an opportunity for us to communicate and talk through some things that are currently going on in the world, in our churches, in our lives. So it's the opportunity to inspire, to encourage, to enlighten, to inform, because we truly believe that we are here to make a difference in somebody's life, not just for others to serve us, but for us to serve others. And I do believe that, through Intentional Tuesday, we get an opportunity to just kind of let some stuff go. You know how you can hold certain things in. You may not know how to articulate certain things, but somebody comes along and says it just the way you wanted it to be said, and it speaks to your situation. I hear people do that all the time. Preachers do that, pastors do that, motivational speakers do that. People who are giving their testimony about their lives, they do that. It's not uncommon, but every now and then God will send somebody throughout your day where you will just hear it and you'll say, that's what I've been trying to say. That's what I've been thinking all this time.
I just couldn't put it into words.
And I just believe that that's some things that God allows us to do, myself and Kimberly, in order to make sure that you realize God hears you.
Yes.
That he knows what you're going through, knows what you're dealing with. And though you feel alone or you feel like you're being unheard, God hears you.
Yes, he does.
And he is willing to answer you. Even if you got to do it through people like me and my wife, even if you got to do it through folk that you go to church and you feel like you're going to help them, they end up helping you. You know, even if it's at your job where somebody comes up to you and gives you a word of confidence, a word of confirmation,
Right.
A word of encouragement. I'm just telling you, these are the things you need to expect God to do this year, coming soon.
Yes.
All right. So those are just a few things that we do in Intentional Tuesday. And I pray that you will listen to us every week. Matter of fact, we're on an internet radio show called It's All Gospel.
Yes.
It's All Gospel. That is on every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can go to It's All Gospel and listen to this podcast. Okay? So I pray that y'all do that. I pray that y'all do that. I pray that you are having a very, very productive, very phenomenal, very awesome week. And those of you who may be on your way to sleep, it's okay. Hopefully you'll stay up long enough to get this little word of encouragement.
Yeah, because one thing we've been doing is trying to shorten it a little bit, not staying on as long as we used to stay on.
Yeah.
We know people ready to go to bed.
That's right. And with that being said, I know there are a lot of people who are planning or have planned to do certain things this year. And the question we have for you today, the question I want you to really think through, process. What's keeping you from staying focused? What thing, what person, what situation, what issue, what problem, what obstacle? Is it you? Because all obstacles is in other things and other people. Some of them you can refer right back to you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the question becomes, what's keeping you from staying focused? What's keeping you from saying, I'm going to dedicate this amount of time to accomplish these things? What's keeping you from actually buckling up and saying, I don't care what else comes my way. This is what I'm putting my focus on.
It's like setting goals.
Yeah.
A lot of times we'll set goals, but we don't always fulfill those goals.
That's right.
Because it's always some type of distraction or something keeping us from fulfilling them.
And the question is, what are those things? Let's just be honest. What are some distractions?
I think a lot of us have found ourselves in a situation where we've been distracted with things, or find ourselves not completing the mission, not fulfilling the mission.
But why do you feel like that is the case?
Part of it is because we just feel like something else is more important than that in that moment, or don't feel like you can do it.
Yeah.
Not being capable of doing it.
Yeah.
Or waiting. It was a time where I waited. I felt like, I need to be in this situation before I can accomplish this.
That's right.
And only to find out I didn't need to. I didn't need that. I need to put my trust in God and allow him to guide and lead me into it.
I know that's some of y'all. Y'all can relate to that. And y'all know what that means. Waiting on certain things to be right.
Some people feel like
occasions to be
I have to be married in order to accomplish these goals,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't have to be.
That's right.
In certain situations in order to accomplish a goal.
That's right.
You set your mind to it.
That's right.
You can do it.
I want I'm going to lift up a few common distractions that people have. And I want you to see what category
you fit
find
in.
yourself in. Y'all ready? This is going to be interesting. Common distractions that keep you from being focused. Eating and drinking. I know you're saying eating and drinking keeps me from being focused.
Yeah, because when you're done eating and drinking, you're ready to go to sleep and you can't even get anything else done. Because I'm tired now. I'm full and I'm tired. So good night. Man. Y'all know y'all like to eat and then go sit on that couch and lay down.
Have you ever worked on something and you felt like, okay, I need to take a break from it and I need to eat such and such.
I'm feeling a little dizzy, so I need to eat
chips, some dessert, ice cream.
All the food that's gonna make you tired.
You know,
all the food that is gonna drag you down.
Eat a little bit of this. You know, I'm just gonna eat a little bit of this, and
you're telling on yourself.
Next thing you know, when you come back to it, that whatever that was that you were trying to complete,
I'll do it tomorrow.
It's like you feel like you got the energy to complete it after you've eaten, but then you come back to it, you be like, oh, okay, now I'm gonna just take a little nap real quick because I'm really full now. Yeah. Eating and drinking. I want you to think that through though. Eating and drinking. Eating and drinking. What you consume can distract you.
Wow.
Yeah. Because if I go deeper, it's not just food that I consume. And what I consume and I internalize can cause me to focus on something altogether different and be so
discombobulated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one. Let's keep going. Another one. Chatty friends. Chatty friends can distract you. You know the ones
that need to talk.
That just when you get to the point where you really focused on this one thing that you find, and that phone ring, and that conversation piece says, that person said, you got a minute? I just need to run something by you real quick.
Turns into hours.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you want to listen. You want to talk. You want to help out because that's your friend. That's your people. You know what I'm saying? But while you're focusing on that, that which you were supposed to be focused on goes undone.
Mm-hmm. Something else has trumped it. Now that conversation has trumped that.
Now, I know I didn't hit some of y'all on that one already. I know I did. If I didn't hit it on the first one, I know I hit it on that one. The next one, noise. There's some of you, now there's some of you, some of you are easily distracted. Easily. Any noise, any little noise.
What is that noise? What is going on?
We have a dog. We have a dog named Grace. Grace, I make Grace something to eat twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. It never fails. And I have to almost beat her to death. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all y'all dog lovers.
You don't beat her.
I don't beat her. No. But I do threaten her, though. I ain't gonna lie. Because I bought
this. Fusses. That's what he do.
I bought this food. You finna eat this food. Because anything and anybody who comes around, walks around, she feel like it's for her. Like,
I need to know what's going on.
Nobody's talking to you, Grace.
She's a dog. She's a watch dog. She's a watch dog. She needs to know.
Who's talking to you, Grace? Nobody's saying anything to you. Why you're so distracted? Eat your food.
That dog is distracted.
And that is how we are
as people.
As people. Yes. Any little thing, will cause us
Mm-hmm.
to lose our focus.
Like when that phone rings,
Any
you're
noise.
doing something, that phone ring,
Any noise.
distracted.
Here goes another one. Multitasking. Yeah.
Guilty.
Because we feel like we can be the jack of all trades and we don't realize we're the master of none. So we dibble and dabble and live at everything. We're all guilty of this, especially
mainly women.
Women, yeah, definitely.
But we have a lot on us we have to do every day.
Most of us men
and don't be married and don't have kids.
Yeah.
It's a lot. We have to multitask.
Yeah, I mean, and if you're creative, that's another type of person who likes to multitask. That you just multitask, you feel like you can do it all and get it all done.
Yeah, because it almost feels weird not to have a lot going on.
Right. To focus on one thing, it's almost boring.
Right.
Like, wow, I just got to focus on this one thing?
That's it. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
More things to go with that.
Yeah, and I'm saying to you, that could cause you to lose your focus.
That's true, though.
On the main thing.
What's the main thing?
Because to you, all of them are important.
Right.
I get it. All of them. But if you don't compartmentalize and prioritize, you're going to start realizing that you're being pulled in so many different directions till you lose the whole focus and you lose you.
That's true.
Multitasking. Oh, this is one that my wife is going to love. Smartphones.
Can't stand it.
I actually love smartphones.
We know.
Smartphones. I remember the times back in the day when I was younger, not so long ago, but well, we didn't have cell phones.
Sir.
We didn't have cell phones.
Sir, you just gonna drive past that?
Yes. And realizing that that was nothing that I had in my hand that kept my attention. Nothing. So whatever I was doing in that moment, I got it done. Matter of fact, when you were a kid, if you were born in the 70s, the 80s, you knew how to play outside by yourself.
You did.
You knew how to be in your room and play with your toys and be gone, out of sight, out of mind for hours at a time. Mm-hmm. I had my WrestleMan. I could play with them. Oh, but when Sega Genesis came out or Nintendo came out with that doggone...
You didn't have an Atari?
Atari 2600 and 5200.
Yep, you're telling your age.
Had both of them. Okay? When those things came out, you didn't have to worry about me. Mama could be, she could be in Cleveland, Ohio. She knew I wasn't coming out that room. Because we didn't have things like an iPad or cell phone because everything is on your phone now. That was a time when the cell phone, when it first came out, it was just for making calls when you wasn't at home.
That's it.
Nobody thought it would ever be a computer on it where you could get on the internet, look stuff up, play games.
Video chat.
All that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why.
Emails on it.
Do you know you could be talking about something right now? Go on your phone, and when you start Googling that which you just talked about,
it's gonna come up.
It's gonna come up.
Yeah.
Do you know if you go on your phone right now and you go on social media after you've had a conversation, those things that you talked about will start coming up. Highlights.
I'm talking about random stuff. You could be talking about fences.
Yeah, next thing
fences gonna come up.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. But people can say, smartphones. My phone causes me not to be focused.
And the phone is the biggest distraction. The biggest.
Probably should have left that one for last. But oh well. The next one is social media. Yeah. Social media.
Has destroyed homes. Social media has destroyed friendships. Social media has pastors at war. Social media is social media.
TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
You name it.
Now you got X.
Mhm.
Oh, and when Clubhouse came out, all the pastors, everybody that needed a following was over at Clubhouse.
You know, I never got on Clubhouse.
I never did. I ain't really care for it, but but at the end of the day, I'm just
Snapchat.
Yeah, these things just,
it's a distraction.
You don't know how much of your life you're sharing.
And a lot of it is just to pull you away from what it is that God has purpose for you to do.
It pulls you away from reality, the reality being those things that you're not paying attention to are right in front of you versus the things that are on a phone that are miles away. They're not even real. I want y'all to know that this ain't real. When y'all get on your social media, everybody has a facade, another face that they go by. When you see some of these people in real life, you'll realize how unrealistic that profile is.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
very unrealistic.
Woo, my God.
Did you feel that?
I did. It was all in my heart. My heart palpitated when I said that.
So it's fake.
Yes.
Exactly.
Another thing. Meetings keep you from being focused.
Wow.
Yeah. I know personal experience. I know from being in so many meetings, it's almost like, man,
it can be draining.
You don't even know how to decompress because you're in meeting mode. If you're not careful, you'll be meeting everything. You'll be meeting with your children, meeting with your spouse, meeting with your mama. Everything will become a meeting.
Set an appointment,
so from 3 to 3:30, I meet with mama. From 3:30 to 4, I meet with the daughter. 3:30 to 4 to 4:30, I meet with. It'll start being a meeting. Now you need an itinerary for everybody you need to talk to that day. And I'm saying that may work for some people.
Yep.
It may work. But you start losing the main focus.
Losing what's important.
The main focus.
Yeah.
I know it seems important. And it is. Because for some of you, that's your livelihood. I get it. Just don't let it lose. You have to know when to
turn it off.
Yeah, prioritize it and don't let it cause you to lose your focus
or your family
of reality. I hope a meeting would make your family.
You can be so caught up in your meetings if you're a person that have to have all these meetings all the time that you lose focus at home, which causes a problem.
Yeah.
And it may not be a big problem to somebody, we might not think it's a big problem, but to that spouse, they might have been dealing with it for 10 or 15 years. They're over it.
Mm.
And you can turn, you know this, something small can turn into something big very quick.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you have to nip it in the bud.
Yeah, an unresolved issue can always be.
It can be a minor issue and blow up to something big.
Yeah.
And then after it's over with, you look back and it's like, you know what? This is something that could have been worked through.
Yeah. I agree.
But because your focus is so off, you don't see that until after the fact.
Yeah.
I think I shared that before about my kids' dad, how I was so focused and so gung-ho on serving in the church and working so hard in the church that if I would have put just as much focus at home, then situation could have been different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's not. Praise God.
Okay. All right. Right.
The truth.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody did that though, because
yes, okay. Wow.
Focus on home, okay? Just focus on home.
Okay. Whoa.
Your ministry is
and as we come to a close. Okay.
That's my testimony.
Yes, I see. That level of conviction just fell over you.
No, I want to be real honest and vulnerable.
Yes, yes, you showed it. Okay, that's what you did. Right. And lastly, Oh, I don't even want to go any further. I just like, you know,
Why?
I feel like we done now. I feel like we done.
I ended the show.
Yeah. Will you come to Christ? Is there anyone? Ultimately, there are several things that can cause levels of distraction. That if you're not careful, it will cause you not to be focused or not to focus solely on the main thing that you know you should be focused on. And that it may be different things for everybody. That's right. All I'm saying to you is that you have to be very, very mindful of the fact that it can happen to you, easily happen to you. And so we want you to be cognizant of those things so that you can learn how to combat those distractions, okay? So that you can be very aware of how and when it happens, okay?
Now, we talked about all these things, social media, smartphone, multitasking. We ain't talk about one of the main things a lot of us get distracted with.
What's that?
Get distracted. When it comes time to pray. We fall asleep when it's time to pray.
Okay.
We get lazy. We don't want to pray.
Okay.
Why are you looking like
that? Because
a lot of Christians.
I mean, your focus may be prayer, and these other things, other types of distractions, can distract you from focusing on that. So it's still a focus thing.
Yes.
Whether it's prayer, whether it's Bible, whether it's your spouse in that moment, whether it's your job in that moment, whether it's an assignment in that moment, maybe it's a task that you got to do to fulfill a purpose. Whatever that thing is that you must focus on, you got to recognize those distractions that come at you, because it's going to come, especially those of you that when I talked about the top of the show and I was saying that God is going to do some amazing things in you, through you, and with you, you have to know there are obstacles coming your way to stop it so that it doesn't happen for you. Because the enemy wants you to be bitter. The enemy wants you to feel defeated. The enemy wants you to feel like it's never going to happen. The enemy wants you to stop being patient. He wants you to try to speed up the process yourself. He wants you to get to a point to where you're too relaxed, lackadaisical. You're feeling like, okay, it'll happen when it happens. And you take your foot off the gas. It's like a basketball team who has played very good all for the first 3 quarters, but that fourth quarter, they take their foot off the gas and they start playing with the intensity and the level of veracity that they should. And next thing you know, what was a lead that they had now becomes a tight game. Wasn't supposed to be, but that's what it became. And we've all been in that situation in our lives where certain things and certain situations that we were focused on, we were intentional.
Going at it hard.
I mean, it was nothing that was going to stop us. No weapon formed against me. And then next thing you know,
the weapon
formed. You start letting them weapons prosper. Yeah, it was formed and they started prospering. And so,
what song was that when it said it won't work?
Huh?
What was that song when it said it won't work?
No weapon. Fred Hammond. No weapon. So I'm telling you, I'm saying to you, when you start overcoming these obstacles, more comes your way, but you have the ability to fall back on what you once did to overcome it the first time. What did you do? Did you dig in a little deeper and say, no, I'm not going to let, I remember when we were working out, there was some mornings we didn't want to get up. You have to dig deeper.
You got to will yourself.
Somehow, some way, you got to do it, man. It ain't easy, but I'm telling you now, distractions are coming. It's going to do its job. You got to do yours.
Wow.
And that's all I want to tell you today. Word of word of encouragement for you is do your job, do your part, because distractions, tactics of the enemy are coming your way. It's going to do its job.
Yes.
You got to do yours.
Everybody has a job to do.
That's right. So I pray that you've been blessed by what we shared today. I pray that you take heed to it. And my prayer is that you continue to excel, go to new levels, new heights,
Yes.
new dimensions,
Yes.
because there is something greater in store for you, for those of you who keeps your focus.
Keep your focus.
Okay? All right? All right, y'all. Love y'all. Remember, every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, every Tuesday. Also on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're on the radio station, internet radio, itsallgospel.com. Okay? I want you to please support it. So please stay in contact with us, stay connected to us. Go hit the like and share. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the page. Please, y'all, CedBTV or Cedric Ballard on YouTube. Okay? I just want to make sure we stay connected. I want to make sure that you know we definitely are praying for you. We pray that you are praying for us as well. There's something that's going to blow your mind, and it's going to happen not too far from today. And I just believe that if you stay focused and don't lose your focus, keep your focus.
Yes.
I just believe you're going to see God do some phenomenal things on your behalf. If you believe that, I want you to stay connected to us so that you can always give us those wonderful testimonies
Yes.
about what God has done.
Yes.
All right? So, anything else you want to share?
I have nothing to share.
All right, y'all. We'll see you all next week. We want you to enjoy the rest of your night and you be blessed. We love you. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you for being with us for another episode of Intentional Tuesday. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed, man. And I hope and pray, man, you don't lose your focus.
Cedric Ballard Ministry presents a night of healing worship experience. The mission is simple: to spread healing through worship, prayer, and therapy. Come and be a part of an evening dedicated to healing as you immerse yourself in the transformative power of worship. Connect with us at healusmovement@gmail.com.
Look at your neighbor next to you and tell him, neighbor, I've got so many reasons to praise him. Tell him, but I got one real good reason. Because he looked beyond all my faults and saw just what I needed. You ought to give God praise because he gave you just what you need.